Well, hello from the Art Court here at Sacramento City College. My name is David Fabunar, and I just wanted you to put a face with the feedback that you're going to be getting on this online course. And hopefully you feel comfortable enough to ask me questions during a Zoom session or email me and correspond. On the first day, students asked me a variety of questions, and I'm just going to cover a few frequently asked questions. Okay, the first one is, how did you find your way to teaching communication at a community college? Is that what you always wanted to do? And no, I didn't. I didn't know what I wanted to do when I was 18, 19 years old. I was taking GE, trying to figure it out, just like everybody, and found my way into business classes because I didn't grow up in a family with a lot of money and just wanted to know what that would be like. So I ended up getting a bachelor's and finding my way into sales for various companies, and it was okay, but didn't really enjoy the job until I started training salespeople. I found that I really liked teaching people how to be more confident and competent, and that was, a joy that was really helpful to find my way back to Sacramento City College, and I decided to get a master's to teach a subject I really enjoyed. And so I looked at all my transcripts and all the courses that I really liked and decided to take classes in them and then figure out what I wanted to get a master's in. And I considered English, theater of arts, and of course communication. Found my way to the master's program at Sacramento State, began teaching at Sacramento State as a graduate student, and then found my way to coaching their debate team, which was a really good experience. Really time-consuming, but at the same time educational for me, and helped me get a job here at Sacramento City College. So that's how I found my way to communication courses. I was initially drawn by intercultural communication and interpersonal conflict management, and that's really my focus now. Okay, I teach them all. I truly enjoy teaching all the communication classes, and right now I'm focusing on public speaking, interpersonal conflict, and interpersonal communication. So that's one of the questions I get. Another one is, what kind of music do you like? Well, I love music, almost all music. I'm not as much a country music fan, but I can answer this by thinking of concerts that I've been to, and hopefully some of you will know these bands, but one of my favorite concerts was Public Enemy, the Beastie Boys, and Run DMC back in the day. So there's a huge fan of hip-hop. I think more currently I like Kendrick Lamar, but I also enjoy, classic rock. I've been to Metallica, Van Halen, I guess that's classic rock, but and those kinds of concerts. I've also enjoyed Ben Harper, Jack Johnson, kind of more mellow style. So a lot of reggae, enjoy a lot of reggae. So anyway, for what it's worth, those are my musical tastes. And people ask me about what's your ethnicity? And I identify as Filipino and Swedish American. And so on my mother's side is a Filipino side. I think just in terms of the cultural values, things I learned from that side of my family is to really be collectivistic, really have each other's back, tight-knit family, a huge focus on education and higher education, and celebration with food, definitely lots of Filipino food. And from the Swedish side, I've had the opportunity to visit both the Philippines and Sweden. I think of my Swedish grandmother, who really taught us through praise, praised us a lot, positive reinforcement, and I know that impacts my teaching, it impacts the way I raise children, and so that's really, I think, a significant contribution from that side, as well as the importance of taking care of your community, with available health care, and more of an attention to valuing the environment is something that definitely stays with me from visiting Sweden. So the last question I get is, excuse me, is, are you married? Do you have a family? And yes, I have 4 children and a wife, and we are sheltered in place right now, and thankfully we're relatively harmonious. I have 3 teenagers, and one of them is going to be a freshman here at Sacramento City College, and I'm very happy to have him here. And that's been my role, in terms of coaching, is coaching soccer, basketball, robotics. For those of you who are familiar with the First Robotics League, it used to be First Lego League. Anyway, I'm really happy to be teaching this course and look forward to hopefully meeting you in person sometime. But anyway, I just wanted to introduce myself, wish you a good semester. Please, please, please talk to me via Zoom. Please, if you're having any difficulty in this class, if you are on that in that place where you feel like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to finish it for whatever reason, please feel free to talk to me via Zoom. Know that I definitely do care if you finish the class, definitely do care if you have a question, a concern, and this is probably the best way I could present myself and let you know that I really care about you and the success of this course. Take care of yourself.